The morning they finished my house, the gentleman from the next estate sent his driver across the lawn to ask my gardener a question. He wanted to know who owned all of this. My gardener told him the truth, Madam Walker. And the gentleman thought about that and asked, "And what does her husband do?" I did. Whatever there was to do, I did it. Every last piece of it, myself.
Everything you are about to hear is true. The woman on those steps was born Sarah Breedlove, on the same Louisiana ground where her mother and father had been owned as property.
34 rooms, on a hill over the Hudson River, with the Rockefellers for neighbors. And I got there on hair grease and a wash tub. That is the part everyone remembers. They think the money was in the bottle. It wasn't. And by the time I'm done, you'll understand why I gave that secret away to thousands of women, and got richer every time I did. Let me take you all the way back. 1867. A one-room cabin in Delta, Louisiana. I was the first child in my family born free. My older brothers and sisters had come into the world as another man's property. I came 2 years after the war ended, on the same plantation, to the same two people. Owen and Minerva Breedlove. They picked that same cotton, only now for wages that never quite came. And by the time I was 7, a fever took them both the same year. To this day, I couldn't tell you where they're buried. I went to live with my sister. I married at 14, not for love. I married to get out of that house, away from a man whose temper I will not put in your ears. Then came the one good thing out of all of it. A daughter, Lelia. And by the time I was 20, I was a widow with a little girl, and no plan on this earth past the next meal. His name was Moses. He was not unkind to me, but he died young, the way poor men did, and left me the baby and the bills and not much else to remember him by. So we went up the river to St. Louis, where my brothers cut hair for a living. I took the only work they'd give a black woman with no letters and no name. And my Lelia was 6 now. She kept her school book open on a crate right beside my wash tub.
Stand back from that pot, baby. This water is hot enough to take the skin off you.
Mama, your hands are bleeding again.
Hands heal, Lelia. Rent does not wait.
Then let me help you. I can carry the wet ones over.
No, baby. You keep that book open. One of us is getting out of this room, and it is going to be you.
$1.50 a day. I bent over that tub for the better part of 18 years. The smell of lies still lives somewhere in the back of my nose, and in the middle of all that, my own hair started falling out of my head in patches, a scalp disease. Harsh soap, worse water, and too much worry. No doctor could say for certain. I only knew the shame of it. So I took to wearing a rag over my head in church, so the well-dressed women wouldn't see. Those church women had their hair done beautiful, pressed and shining, and I'd sit in the back pew with my rag and my patches, and I would burn with it. A person will move mountains to never feel that particular shame again. That burning is the first place my fortune ever came from.
Lord, not this too. Please, not this too.
The record is plain. Sarah McWilliams, laundress, St. Louis, about $1.50 a day, for close to 18 years.
So I did what a desperate woman does. I went hunting for something, anything, to grow it back. And people hear that and they think, that's where the fortune started, with a jar of grease. They are wrong. The jar was the very smallest part of it. The thing that finally grew it back, I mixed myself in a wash tub and a cookpot. A little sulfur, a few things my brothers knew from the barber shop, and one ingredient I always swore came to me in a dream. Within weeks, my hair grew back thick, and my neighbors started knocking on my door, asking what on earth I'd done to myself. Now, a woman named Annie Malone was already out there selling hair goods to colored women, and she was good at it. So I swallowed my pride and went to work for her, going door to door with her tins.
You have got a mouth on you, Sarah Breedlove. Folks buy from a mouth like that. So you sell my product, you take your little cut, and you don't go getting ideas above the cut.
Oh, I don't have ideas above the cut, Miss Malone. I've got ideas clean past it.
Then hear me. This is my recipe and my route. Walk out with an idea of your own, and you'll find every one of these doors already shut. There is no room in this for two.
She did not care for that one bit, and neither of us ever forgot it. Within the year, I struck out on my own formula, my own name on the tin, and I married a newspaperman named Charles Joseph Walker. Everyone called him CJ, and the man could sell anything alive with a little ink.
Madam. That's your word right there, Sarah. Madam C.J. Walker. It sounds like Paris, not a St. Louis washhouse. We put that name on every tin, and we mailed the dream straight to every colored mailbox in the South.
Every colored newspaper, every church bulletin from here to Georgia. We'll teach them to write away for it, and we'll answer every single letter.
And they wrote. Letters came in by the sackful, from Georgia, from Mississippi, from women who'd never in their lives been sold a thing made just for them. CJ spread those letters across the kitchen table and just looked at me. Neither of us said it out loud. We had caught something bigger than the both of us. For a while, CJ and I made a fine team. For a while. But then I did the one thing that not a soul around me understood. I was sitting on a secret worth real money. And instead of locking it away in a safe, I started giving it away. Not just selling the jars, selling the how. I trained women to be agents, to grow the hair, sell the system, and keep the profit in their own pockets. Understand, a colored woman in 1906 had two roads, somebody's kitchen or somebody's laundry. I was about to draw her a third one and put the map in her own two hands. I opened up classrooms, taught the whole Walker system, the shampoo and the hot comb. Every step kept spotless and done just so. And the first agent I ever paid, I will carry in my mind until the day I die. A washerwoman, the very same cracked hands I used to see on myself. I put the envelope in her hand, and for a long moment she couldn't make a sound.
This is mine. I earned this. Miss Walker, nobody has ever handed me my own money before.
It's yours. And next week, you'll earn it again. And the week after, you'll teach two more women to do the very same thing.
Then I reckon I ain't a washerwoman anymore.
No, she surely was not. And right there, standing in front of me with an open pay envelope, was the whole secret. And I very nearly missed it. One woman proved it could be done. So I trained a dozen, and because a dozen came home with real wages, 100 more came knocking. Soon, I had a factory in Indianapolis and an army in every colored neighborhood in this country. Beauticians, saleswomen, bosses, women who had started with nothing but a tub and a prayer. Exactly like me. I put up a factory, a beauty college, a training school, all of it with my name over the door. Reporters started calling me the first of my kind. I never much cared for the title. I cared that the woman who'd been at the wash tub last spring was signing her own name to her own bank book by fall.
By now, the Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company had trained thousands of Walker agents, black women earning their own wages, in years when a full day of domestic work paid only pennies.
But money does not buy you a seat at the table. 1912, the great convention of Negro businessmen. Booker T. Washington himself ran it, the most powerful colored man in America, and he would not put my name on that program.
Madam, please. This is a program of business leaders. We have a schedule to keep.
Surely, Mr. Washington, you are not going to shut the door in my face. I am a woman who came from the cotton fields of the South. From there, I was promoted to the wash tub, and from there, I promoted myself into the business of manufacturing hair goods. I have built my own factory on my own ground.
You could hear the whole room change its mind about me all at once. The money got very loud after that day, and my marriage got very quiet.
You know what they call me now, Sarah? Mr. Madam Walker. Like I'm a coat you decided to put on one morning.
I offered you a partner, CJ. What you wanted was a wife who'd agree to stay small.
By then, I was becoming the richest woman I had ever known. And, God help me, very nearly the loneliest. But I was never truly alone. Not in the way that counts. Because every single year, the women came. 1917, Philadelphia. 200 of my agents gathered into one hall, one of the very first meetings of businesswomen this country had ever held. And when I rose to speak, every last one of them stood up for me. And one of them, that same washerwoman, the first I ever paid, stood right up in that hall and spoke.
2 years ago, I took in laundry. Today, I own my own shop, and I've hired 3 girls from my own street. Madam Walker didn't give me hair grease. She gave me a business.
That is the sound of a fortune. Not coins in a drawer. That. And the man who once would not give me a seat? The very next year, he wrote to me himself and asked me to come speak.
I was wrong to leave you standing in that aisle, madam. Come up here. Say your piece.
I said my piece. And with everything those women had built for me, I built the house, the one we opened this story on. 34 rooms above the Hudson, drawn up by the first licensed black architect in New York. A black woman's name on the deed. The richest white men in America for neighbors. I did not build it to show off. I built it so that every black child who drove past on that road would know that it could be done, that the world had a door in it and it would open. The summer it was finished, I filled it with the finest minds of my people. Leaders, thinkers, men and women who'd been told all their lives where they could not go. We sat on my terrace over the river and talked till past midnight about what we owed the ones still coming up behind us.
Guinness World Records recognizes Madam C.J. Walker as the first self-made female millionaire in America.
So here's the truth I promised you back at the door. The money was never in the bottle. Anybody at all can sell a bottle. The fortune was in the women. Thousands of them. Every last one I turned into her own boss made me richer than that jar of grease ever could. I gave the secret away. And that, precisely that, is the reason I got rich. And I gave the money away the very same way I had made it. The largest single gift the Anti-Lynching Fund had ever taken from one person, that was mine. A building for the colored Y, money for schools and for scholarships, and a home for old folks with nowhere left to go.
Put my name on the check. Never mind the plaque.
I was 51 years old when my heart and my kidneys finally sent me the bill for those 18 years bent over the washtub. 1919. And I was not afraid. Not with all those daughters carrying the work on past me.
Madam C.J. Walker died on the 25th of May, 1919, at the age of 51. She left about 2/3 of her fortune to charity. Her daughter, Alelia, carried her name into the heart of the Harlem Renaissance.
They will tell you this was a story about hair. It was not. It's about what a poor woman does with $1.50 and one good idea. She doesn't hoard it. She hands it on down the line until 1,000 other women are standing on their own 2 feet. That is not advice. It is only what I did. I want to live to help my race.